Hello, family. This is Greg coming to you once again from FaithsMessenger.com. You know, our children are grown. Everyone's left the house. My wife and I are empty nesters. So now when we get a chance to sit down and talk to our kids, not about anything specific, but just about life in general, it's very special to us. Those occasions maybe happen where we can get everyone under the same roof, maybe only once or twice a year, but as I say, those occasions are very special to us. And as Christians, we have such a heart to serve our Heavenly Father, to communicate with Him, to have Him communicate with us, that sometimes we can, in our overzealousness to please Him, I think sometimes we can miss the mark. I had a situation that happened to me a few years ago where I've always had a heart to serve. I've always wanted to serve, still do. I love serving, I love volunteering, and I love pleasing my Heavenly Father. And I had some extra time on my hands, and I was looking for a way to serve, a way to give back to the community. And I believe, I don't remember exactly how I came across this train of thought, but it may have been a television commercial advertising Big Brothers, the Big Brothers of America. And the light bulb went on. I said, this is a great way to give back. Give back to the community. Have an opportunity to share the love of God with a child, share time with a child who doesn't have a father. And I thought I had weekends off. It was a perfect fit. And I went through the screening process, and they send you through several classes. And of course, they do background checks and make sure that you're fit for this opportunity. And I went on to become a Big Brother. This is up in Washington State. So I met the young man, and I met his family, and they seemed like nice people. And I was looking forward to getting this underway. And I was involved, and after about 3-4 months went by, I started to feel like this wasn't quite what I wanted to do. The meetings with this young man, he was a great kid. There's nothing wrong with him. And he needed a role model. I was perfectly willing to be a role model, but as time went by, I didn't look forward to the meetings. It was more like drudgery than anything else. There were several times when his family were out of town and they had to break our meeting, and I found myself glad that they couldn't make the meeting, that I couldn't get together with this kid. And I was feeling guilty because I was feeling good that we weren't meeting. So another month or so went by, and I said, Lord, this is drudgery. I don't want to do this. I don't want to spend my weekend. I don't want to spend my Saturday afternoon like this. As horrible as it sounds, it's the truth. And lo and behold, his family took off and moved to another state. They didn't tell the authorities. They didn't tell the Big Brothers of America. They just moved. So eventually I found out through the organization that the family had moved, and they asked me if I wanted to be reassigned to another kid. And I said, no, I'll take a little hiatus and I'll get back with you. And God worked it out to where I didn't have to back out. I didn't have to, because it's horrible for a kid and a family to desire a relationship with a big brother, and then the big brother, cancels or quits or leaves. That's horrible. I would hate to do that. So it worked out that they were the ones that cancels on their end by moving to another state. And so I sought the Lord, and I said, Lord, what's going on here? I want to serve you. I want to be an example. I want to give back to the community. Obviously, you shared this with me. This is something that came up, and I attributed it to you. And I'll never forget, he didn't speak to me audibly. It was just something I felt in my spirit. He said, son, just because I share my heart with you doesn't mean that I want you to go out and do something about what I'm sharing with you. And it really was a game changer to me, because I was under the impression up until that point that if it came up in my spirit, and I believe it came from God, then it was for me to act on it. And that's not the case. Just as me visiting with my kids, I share a lot of different things with my kids. We have a lot of heart-to-hearts, but it doesn't mean that I want them to go out and change something or fix something or do something. I'm just sharing my heart with them. I'm just sharing with them, communicating with them, being open and honest with them about how I feel about certain things. So if you're in a situation now where you're like I was, you're looking to serve, you're looking to please your Heavenly Father, I would ask you to really spend some time in prayer over whatever it is you're contemplating doing in service to your community and in service to God. Once again, just because He shared it with you doesn't necessarily mean that He wants you to do something about it. So I hope that blessed you today as it blessed me. And I want to encourage you, if you haven't done so already, to download a copy of our free ebook. I wrote an ebook of encouragement a few years back. The link to the book is in the description box below. I wrote it as a support, as an inspiration, as a source of encouragement for people who may be going through things right now. We're all going through something, and we all could use a little bit of encouragement. So as I say, it's a free download. It's located in the description box below. Pick up your copy if you haven't done so already. So with that, I'll leave you, and I look forward to speaking with you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.